Hi, welcome to the History of Progress. Here's a very basic timeline of events that happened on what should still be called Turtle Island. Warning, the following information is probably banned. Before the 1400s, everything was beautiful and everyone had access to clean drinking water and organic food. Then, in the 1400s, some people came and started stealing the land. Then, some people started kidnapping other people to do all the hard work that the land stealers did not want to do, and they started chattel slavery. In 1776, Turtle Island is officially stolen from the merciless Indian savages, and that's what it says in the rule book. And many people will celebrate this day in the future as Independence Day. Others, not so much. Did you notice that I didn't mention anything about skin color yet? Well, that's because I'm in Florida, and I don't want to make anybody feel uncomfortable. Let's continue. Then, some people stole other people's kids because they thought they could raise them better. Now I have to mention race because it's actually kind of in our country's rule book, and black men could vote in the 1870s, but not really because other people made it really hard for them to do that. In 1895, some people put the Queen of Hawaii in jail so we could steal it, and then proceeded to steal Puerto Rico and a lot of other places and make them our territories. In 1896, you could officially keep people of different colors separated as long as it was equal, which it wasn't. And this is also in our rule book. Then in the early 1900s, some children had to pull themselves up by their bootstraps in dangerous working conditions so that rich people could make money and have more stuff. Between 1916 and 1941, child labor laws started coming and going, and federal protection against child labor happened in 1941 with the Fair Labor Standards Act. In 1919, the year that my grandma was born, our rule book finally said that some women could vote. And now for a critical thinking moment, just a quick question for my white sisters out there. Remember that black men could vote about 50 years before this happened? So how do you think the people in power, mostly rich white men, saw us and still see us? In 1924, the original stewards of the once beautiful Turtle Island were allowed to vote. In 1954, separate was no longer considered equal, and we kind of undid segregation, and someone come get your grandmas. In 1965, our rule book said that everybody, but not actually everybody, aged 21 and older should be able to vote. In 1971, our rule book said that everybody, but not everybody, over the age of 18 and older should be able to vote. In 1973, Roe v. Wade was passed, and I was almost 1 year old. In 1978, ICWA was passed. That's the Indian Child Welfare Act. Please pause to read below. In 1975, language minorities, and in 1982, people with disabilities had voting protections. In 2022, Roe v. Wade was overturned, and hundreds of anti-LGBTQ plus bills were filed. In 2023, ICWA is still with the Supreme Court, and it may be overturned. States are banning abortions, books, LGBTQ plus rights, and attempting to take trans kids away from their parents. We're not able to talk about race in school. APAA has been taken out of high schools, and gender studies and CRT is banned in state colleges. Gun violence is worse than ever. And what else am I forgetting? There are lots of homeless people and others with no access to organic food or clean drinking water, bad health, anxiety, depression, addiction, and a polluted, unhealthy environment. So, has there actually been progress? Just wondering. Asking for a friend.